but there's a lot to do. Watching two different angles, and that's where the reset's going from Liquid. G2 just holding on those spots, making sure the TL haven't scaled up. They know that they've not got a bit further because of a trademark that's in towers. Meadow's about to find them all, maybe.
One for Meadow.
30 seconds left.
And now he looks back to B main, which would be the right call, as Link is currently there with the Omen. But it's Yampy who tries to create the opening from heaven. Smoke goes up, allows Yampy to have some cover. He walks into it, and Meadow will remove him.
Spike down.
And in doing so, drops the spike in Team Liquid, right? And in particular, Team Liquid, they love to innovate. They love to try and push the envelope to see what they can get away with. Navera certainly getting away with a double on the Sheriff, but Meadow has come in and sweeped him up. Yampy has made his way through to the B site. Problem is, the spike is up in heaven yet again, so we'd have to go around. 25 seconds left, 3 players lie in front of him. You know, we talk about Yampy's individual skill, certainly has bucket loads of it. But in this situation, needs a better gun. Now he's got that. He can split them up with 12 seconds left. The double blast pack, are you kidding me? Okay. Nukia just does everything in the site now, diving down around the backside of Meadow, who didn't see him, and that allows Yampy to go for 3. Meadow, Mixwell, and Nukia all go down to the young Finn, who is charging up for more. 4 kills from Yampy, and just 1 left. Avova, can he do one better? Can he get his team over the line here? Avova has already found a couple and drawn this into a 1v2. Spike down, wrap around the back from Navera coming in. He can't get through that wall, so this is buying a little bit of time for Avova.
He doesn't want to give it away either.
Eventually that wall will break down, but Avova has a window of opportunity to move on to the spike. He's now sticking it. He's got it over half already. He's sticking it all the way through. I don't know how he's done this, but okay, Avova. Daylight robbery. He gets the defuse, and G2. Nukia and Mixwell set up together. Yampy. Brilliant headshot. Mixwell removed straight away. Another kill this time from Nukia as he swings out. Paint shells going in to separate the pack. And, well, he's severing them off, certainly, but Scream able to get a headshot. Of course he does. Hoodie gets close. Judges go with the mow down Soulcast, which thrusts Scream alone into the clutch. And certainly we know him for his one-taps. But here goes the Guardian. The best weapon for it. The best style points you can get out of this gun. But with 13 seconds left, Spike on his back, he can make his way into the site. But the problem is he gets peeked from heaven. He is likely to go down, so he decides to go around the cover. He's going to try and plant, but he's got him off at the fault line, and Avova finds the headshot. 4 and...
to back away. Hoodie in the smoke, finding those fights, but Scream finds them both.
Yeah, great job from Scream. Avova and Hoodie both down very quickly. And that is different for Team Liquid. A good start into the round, and that thrusts G2 into 3 versus 5, and they have to figure out how to get into this one. The wrap around the backside could potentially be it. Navera is holding for it. They've got Meadow coming in for the defender spawn, but given that Team Liquid have so many forces here and the time is starting to take, it seems more like a containment strategy really for G2. They're trying to do some damage here to Team Liquid's economy because obviously they haven't won a lot of rounds, they haven't built up that economy, so if you can force a few rebuys on the way out, that can play a big problem for Team Liquid moving into the next.
Liquid know it, that's why they put down the stim beacon ready to take these fights.
Oh, certainly working out for Mixwell. He's found 3. Just back for 4 with a headhunter, this time not finding his head. But that is significant damage on the way out. 3 kills, 4's here for the defense. So
it's just this utility as well. Like,
a lot of smokes.
The trademarks do so much work. Yeah. They still haven't made their way up onto tower, so this is still control that Mixwell has. He has the ultimate out as well, the tour de force. Could be a bit of a shooting range from this high up.
Yeah.
What they say about the high ground?
Problem is, no one's walking into it, Ryan. That's the one thing they need, try and force them into those fights, but no one's giving a chance away here. Team Liquid look to hold it down, Paranoia being sent out.
Ooh, that's a nice set play.
Last player
Paranoia
standing.
and the stun coming in to anybody that comes through screens. And yeah, like you said, Mixwell had good positioning to try and make stuff happen, but credit to Liquid for playing around it, not really showing up. And then once they're ready, went to make sure that Mixwell goes down just in case he has an operator. Looking for some utility as well, just seeing what they can find. Mixwell again on tower, finds that boosted player up on Scream, just on the high ground. I mean, I'm not going to ever say that Scream is boosted. You get the point. But this is the interesting part. Spike goes in. Bear in mind what I said about Liquid. They're very good in these situations. And Soulcast could find more.
Never mind. Sir, he's down in Meadow. He spots the barrel. He knows exactly where Soulcast is playing from, but Soulcast still able to swing out for the headshot. Now 2 players up for Team Liquid. Spike finally going down. Scream hits the deck, so finally the player removed for Team Liquid and slipping down below. Okay, somehow, someway, Soulcast gets removed. Mixwell covers off his teammate, and now the numbers once again evened out. 3v3 in the player count. Fault line goes across the site. Navira and Yampy peek together, and now thrust Hoodie into the clutch alone. He's claimed ahead of Navera, but not ready for Yampy's swing out. It is a recovery. Liquid, Link has actually got by, so that is a threat they have to somewhat worry about. Link giving away his position, trying to draw attention to allow his teammates to cross and over. Rolling Thunder being deployed, trying to sever the forces. Hoodie, it's on out of ammo, but Scream did not turn, and so it is a massacre at the back of the site. It is now just Yampy left. A 1v5 for the rifle, and he's caught. A headshot from Mixwell and a flawless round from G2. Oh, Soulcast sends the paint shells out in towards main, and bounces towards the back of the site is good. Find the head of Hoodie, cracks him right open. Now G2 continue to try to move forward into the site. It's Link that's coming with the kill. It extends upon this for Team Liquid, and they need the site. That means more pressure for Link, and unfortunately Link cracks under the pressure. Soulcast has got himself up on top of the wall and actually gives himself a very good position. Luckily Hoodie, quick to reply. Through the smoke hits the headshot, and now Navira trying to swing, but Hoodie wise to his tricks. It's now just Yampy in the 1v3, the player you asked to see a lot of, and you know he has been performing well, but now he has to clutch a 1v3.
30 seconds left.
Spike's not down, Ryan.
No, this could be the first one in a while.
Yeah, come.
Maybe it's just because they wait for these situations. It's still all to play for.
17 seconds. Now they know where Yampy is. He has got a fault line online in 1 more second. Plant will not be denied, but he's going to throw that off to the left side. Not really going to do too much in that position. Gets held back by the other side. And now Yampy decides to move through, but spots 2 players deep in that corner. He's paranoid about that left-sided peek, but it's not going to happen. Spot them from defender spawn. He's actually going to let one cross on by. Nearly gets the chance to follow up, but that is only going to set up Navera for the swing out from defender spawn. There's now just 1 player left, and it's Meadow into the 1 versus 3. He goes to the plant straight away. He's got a couple of flashes here, a fault line online as well, but he's still got 3 players to take down. He's caught by the paranoia, but still finds the head of Navera. He's a clothesline in that corner, and now peeks out again. Meadow had a chance for 3, but couldn't quite pull it off. Link will save the day for Team Liquid, but that was nearly the highlight of the day.
Team A.
Spot. His teammate Yampy has found that kill on the flank on Meadow. Now Scream's turn. 1 for him. Then he drops back with 2. Avove was held off from getting that map control back by the orbital strike. And now you have to look to Avove to go back into the lion's den, and Navera has chopped him up. It's just Nukia left. We know this guy's good, but a 1v5, Ryan, not happening.
Showstopper used as well.
Flawless.
Can't get much.
Well, Navera, this setup he's playing with Yampy right now is just
30 seconds
the
left.
defender spawn play to pick up the initial
Spike
info.
down.
That can set up Yampy to come around with the backside play, and that's exactly what he's doing. But Yampy luckily will prevent Mixwell from going further. Couldn't stop him from killing his teammate, but it has put Meadow into a 1v2. Now this is certainly winnable for a player of Meadow's caliber. Problem is he has no utility left now. He just has the rifle and a desire to win this round. Soulcast and Yampy both going towards defender's spawn as Meadow is fixated on Heaven, but they're both coming down from the lower side as Meadow is starting to consider that option, but he doesn't really know where they're coming from, and so they can get closer and closer, and now they line up! Meadow catches them as they peek right into him. They eclipse for a 9th round on G2. Yeah, 30 seconds left, and here go G2 down into the side. They're caught by the paranoia in the corner. That sets up Link for 2. And now dropping back into the site. He's worried about the B main play, but that will be smoked off, and Link will have a chance to fight onto Avova. He won't win it, but Soulcast certainly will make up for his shortcomings, and Hoodie will go down to Navera. 12 rounds now for Team Liquid as they look to take their map pick of Split.
Still feels that Liquid have a good hold on this up until this point.
Well,
Never mind.
Avova. Good night, Yampy. A good flank around the backside. Yampy gets caught, and well, there is a res online here for Scream, but he's wanting to take down Hoodie. Oh, Hoodie, I thought he had caught the timing to look away, but Scream, he's come through. He'll get the res into Navera. Of course, he chooses his brother. And now we look to Avova and Mixwell in the 2v4.
Link still has a paranoia. So he could still try and flash in, but he has a lot of area to scale, and there's a trademark there. Avova was trying to play off of it.
Oh, Mixwell.
That's all up to Mixwell.
Yeah, it's really hard to see how he pulls this one off. Soulcast is going to look his way, won't be able to deal with him. But there comes that paranoia you just mentioned, Ryan. So already used up. Mixwell on the back of the side gets the lineup. But
no.
nearly comes through with it all. But luckily, Navera able to get the headshot. And I'm sure they're happy they rezzed him. Defuse being stuck. And Team Liquid will take split. Map 1 goes to them in this matchup that was
on the defense. How are they going to approach it? They've got the chamber and this new look on yellow sets up Navera for the peek off of his utility. He can TP out if he wants.
That is filth. Navera decides he's going to double dip and comes away with 2 on the headhunter. Scream now spots 1 down below him. Link. Oh, it is Scream that saves him. Nukia's head no longer attached to him. Navera goes for 3. The Headshot brothers in action in the pitch.
And to stop these, again, fast hits that G2 did so well against the likes of Guild beforehand.
Well, Yampy wrapping around the backside, trying to catch them looking the wrong way, but you can't catch Hoodie sleeping. He's quick to the headshot, but so is Soulcast. The Bulldog has a bite. And now Navero's headhunters come through with a follow-up. It's just Meadow and Avova. And they're trying to recover this. Meadow, that's quick on the transfer up, and he goes for 3. Oh, lovely stuff from Meadow to recover that round for G2.
More aggressive angle
at this point, right? He has to be the player that it is the step up. Has to be the player that delivers this round. Paranoia catches it. So much impact out of that. Yampy's created that space forward that allows Navera and Soulcast into the site. Meadow's got 1. Mixwell luckily drops back into a more elevated position and has found Scream. This time is starting to tick. G2, they still have a shot at winning this over the ropes. Navera goes and finally taken off. Link is holding it. He's sticking it all the way through, and Soulcast is... They really are here. Wall goes up. And can't really contest for that here. So 100 Fury going through, that'll certainly contest. Scream goes up the Blade Storm. You come away with 1. Gets caught in the air. And that's going to be Nukia removing Scream from the round. Soulcast has replied. And yes, exactly right. They haven't planted the spike yet. Now they commit to it. In the meantime, Link has taken down 2 players and Navera finds the last. So Team Liquid on to 5.
We saw Gil talking about it before their series with Mech. They were frustrated and
out of the site, but G2 are in the position where they just need to sit back and hold. Team Liquid are the team with the pressure on their shoulders to get back in and claim control of the site again. Problem is, there's not much time left now, and Soulcast trying to wrap around the backside. He's taken down Mixwell. They're all so low, and Meadows lined them up. The time is too far gone, and Liquid no winning this one. It's a great round for G2 to win, but a lot invested into getting it over the line. A Thrifty nonetheless picked up, and tie up. Navera trying to get in to deny it. Spike will not go down. It's in the open. It's loose. It has to be recovered again here. This is getting rough for G2. 20 seconds left. Hole in that wall. And luckily, just about they get it through. Miss shot.
And Paranoia is going to connect onto 2 as well, so Yampy's allowed a bit more space. Lambot is good to sort of keep him at bay, but the dash has to come in. Scream's on the top of yellow.
He is indeed. Scream has to get a lot done here. He's so close to finding that second. He knows Avova is right there. He spotted him. Soulcast helping him out. Up he goes. The updraft is good, and Scream does it in style. What a 3K. And now Team Liquid reads 6 on the scoreboard. Oh, Meadow. Is he long for the world? He will be able to stay up. And they continue their attack forward. Navera, gets caught in a very difficult position to get out of with that operator. Ends up getting caught in an awkward spot, and that's giving G2 2 kills. Wall is still good enough. And it's going to get Hoodie off with a panic at least, but for the time being, it's looking good for G2. As Scream's decided to come over and try and cut these numbers down a little bit. He has done well to take out Mixwell.
From the shadows, used to teleport away, but it's cancelled. Does it give an audio cue? So maybe hoping to catch D2, trying to aggress and take more space. But no, they backed off. They have some post-plant utility, but not an awful lot. That's the last nanoswarm to go down.
Well, Link and Yampy 2v3 right now. G2 holding the advantage of Over to the headshot. Yampy swings out. He's alone in the world here. And G2 finally... So held back and into the open they go, and cross into the open at your own peril as Yampy finds a follow-up kill here for Team Liquid. Now they start to move in. Mixwell, very quick shot up onto Navera. That's one of the ops gone, and now 4 versus 3. Mixwell gets aggressive again, a more advanced setup. His teammates doing well. In fact, Nukia's taken down 2. Yampy and Soulcast out of play, and it's weakened this retake again for Team Liquid. Mixwell's found another, and it's just Scream. He's in the smoke, he's in chaos, and Mixwell takes matters into his own hands.
I think he just did.
No. He
didn't.
Okay, he just got out. It looked like he walked back into it. Oh, but he's going to walk forward anyway. Finds the head of Avova. Wall is up right now. And they're going to try and wrap around. It's the exact same setup. This time a gap for Soulcast to play with. And that is Hoodie, the victim of the Spectre. Now an advantage for Team Liquid. They've been here before, though. They've had advantages in these situations, but somehow, some way, G2 always find their way back into it. It was Mixwell, the player that did it in the last, but now it's Meadow that has to clutch it out, and he's so damn close. But Yampy is just a stretch too far, just an extra player that gets Team Liquid their 8th round in this first half.
Team Ace.
It could be a pivot.
Many forces in the site. Yampy dives into the smoke, and that's going to cost him. Yuki to the headshot, and now a minute left. They're starting to run away back over to this B side. There's currently a player here, though, and that is Avova. That's the only player here, so if they can take him down quickly, might be able to get into the site before this rotation's really there, but that early information picked up for Avova should be enough.
Yeah, classic armor. Scream died with a sheriff as well. I don't know if Hoodie's picked it up, but he's got one handy. It's just classics on the side of Liquid to make this work. Even planting the spike at this point could be interesting. But Link's actually maybe beating the timing here. Is Avova going to expect him on this corner?
Well, a plant at least for Team Liquid. And yes, that new corner right now that they're playing, they've got to clear that. They've got to check it. Link will be cleared out. Novera also hits the deck, so it's all onto Soulcast, so 1 versus 5. I think the best thing Team Liquid are going to get in this round is the spike plant. Maybe even a kill on the way out here for Soulcast, but he's had to let that one take on by. And not even a kill this round this time. Oh, Yampy, not a position you envy him. Oh, here goes Nukia, about to walk through the tube, and Yampy could not have been caught in a worse position. Nukia was hunting him down the moment Yampy destroyed a little trap up towards the top of the tube at the start of the round, so does get hunted down immediately. Now the advantage for G2. Hoodie's about to swing out. Scream has taken down his teammate. Now they know where Hoodie is. This could be a problem for Hoodie. He could be split from 2 sides. He has to rely on his teammate, and that's exactly what's going to work out. Nukia's come in with 3 on the Sheriff, and now suddenly a 2v2 established. G2 with weaker guns. They're doing a lot of damage to Team Liquid right now, and he might even be able to pull this one off.
Oh, Vova, that's such an important kill to get. Even just the timing of putting a toxic screen up just as Link was about to sneak on through. Now Nevera, if he goes out the right side of Maze, he's running into a nanoswarm, could get vulnerable as well. Just going to go in. Vova's on the angle, uses that vulnerability.
Really strong response from Scream. If they can close this round, this gets Team Liquid into contention again. And this was a round that looked a little scary, a little up in the air as to where the result of this one was going to go. But now Nukia shoved into the clutch. Now we talk about this guy really being the star of the show for G2, being able to be that consistent fragger, that player that can do the damage when you need him to do so. Well, he has to do it here. He will actually take Link down.
Nevera's low as well. Still doable. Yeah. Just time.
The time is a problem here. And then we'll start to tick very quickly at this point. Nukia starts to charge back in. Recon bot, position them, both players know, but it's the problem of dealing with this, of dealing with their positions, of splitting them up, and that's exactly what Nukia has done. He goes to the defuse, but the time is the factor we talked about. Has he got enough of it? He won't. And that is not going to be enough. Viper's pit on A. They can lean those extra players over to this side of the map. Yampy is going to get 1 from his play on top of the tube. Link's inside of it. He will go down to Meadow. Soulcast trades it out. Here comes that 100 Fury from Nukia. Stunning bit of damage, but no kill. Meadow has taken Soulcast. So Scream and Nevera into the 3v2. Scream's taking a bit more of a risk because he knows he's down a player here. That toxic screen's going to give him a bit of cover on the left side, but oh, so quick to the trigger. Nukia ready for the right side of peak, and he just takes him down out of the sky. Nevera misses the shot, and with that now in a very difficult position because that defuse is coming through. He can't do much about it.
He's just saving.
He has to back off to save the operator. G2 with the retake and
position that he was going to fake teleport to, and I think the fake would have been heard by these players. Viper's pit's just going to try and protect the cross, but look how prepped G2 is. Hoodie is not afraid. He has res, and he's still trying to push this.
Right in the midst of it, and it's going to work out just for 1. Gets traded out. Yampy again gets caught in an awkward position in the middle of his util setup, and now it's going to be a 3v4. G2 with the advantage into the retake. Okay, Team Liquid have put the spike down, but now the difficult part becomes holding on to it. Viper's pit is up. Soulcast gets forced into the open with that snakebite, taking a lot of damage. Mixwell's gone down. Big kill there for Scream. That pulls the numbers back even. And Soulcast emerges from the pit with a kill. Link able to find another. And it's all on Nukia. Link denies. And that. This time they have managed to get towards this B site. The problem is Yampy's now gone down again. And that's a big problem, losing him like that. So 23 seconds left. Good kill for Scream as he looks down. That's an impactful frag to find, but again, 19 seconds left. They have to try and get towards the site with the spike. They have to get it down. Scream gets aggressive with the updraft into the tower, but Nukia's ready for him. Scream still takes him down. Good recovery from Meadow. He now swings into the lower fight, and Meadow sweeps them up. A big 3K from him, and that's an important round for G2 to find. It puts them in the lead. It puts them to 11.
Gives a Vova his Viper's Pit as well. He's happy to use that going into the next round. Above Hoodie.
Vova does get spotted. Vova does get spammed. Yampy takes him down. That's massive, and now that's the call to go here for Team Liquid. It's ytdailyvalorant in the Hunter's Fury, trying to stop them, trying to delay their onslaught towards this site. It is inevitable that Viper's Pit was about to be popped. And now G2, they have been fantastic at retakes, but to close this map, they have to win a 3v5. Nukia, the danger man, down, and now it's Hoodie and Mixwell. And you've got an operator in the midst of the two remaining players, so retaking a site with an operator is never easy, never mind when you're going up against the Viper's Pit. Doesn't look like much of an attempt will be had here for G2. We take a monumental effort to break through it, and finally, an opening though. No blood drawn just yet. Yampy TP's up onto the ledge. Scream is taken down. Meadow, Hoodie's in the site. Cloudburst keeps him alive for now, actually works against Scream. They don't know that Hoodie's down here in the site. Avova's helping out for G2, and now Hoodie's turn. He swings, and he finds one. It's Nukia arriving to the party as well, and suddenly it's Navera and Yampy. The two players of the dream of Team Liquid. The overtime affair lies in their hands. Yampy creeps across the ropes, can peer down below. Mixwell the victim, and Yampy diving down. Up the rope, he'll spot the head, and Nukia down. It's just a Vova, and he has to clutch it, but Yampy is absolutely perfect. Missed every timing, and that has allowed Mixwell into A, and now the pressure really starts to ring through as to where G2 are going. This is going to pull the attention of Team Liquid everywhere, and Navera has to go for the aggressive play. Not quick enough. Meadow brings him down, and now it's Scream and Link having to recover this one for Team Liquid. G2 in a very good position. Playing from yellow, it's Hoodie on the headshot, and now just Scream left. And yes, this guy's a good player, but no, he's not winning this round.
I don't know why they didn't do this on any of their attacking rounds, right? That mid control, just the way that they're lurking and finding timings on Liquid. Scream has it all to do. And Mixwell, he hears him. He's ready to flank in behind.
That's the problem here. Mixwell on the backside knows exactly where he's walked. And yeah, Team Liquid just miss every turn spot here. He's in a real tough situation. He has to worry about so many different angles, but he's fixated on the position of Scream. But trying to beat Scream in a duel is never easy, and Scream will overwhelm him. Now we look to Nukia, Meadow, and Hoodie to try and recover this one for G2. Otherwise, we go again.
If he gets caught out, Meadow's going to try and peek around. Navera
the timing
just finds the right timing there. He's very patient in his approach. Now Hoodie trying to cross into mid. Just him and Nukia.
Yeah, two players that can certainly pull these kind of rounds off, but Scream is on one. Scream certainly is. Finds three. We have to do it again.
Presence known. They're not too far away from this action. And they still have utility. The utility that we can see.
Well, Avova has come through with a pick on Navera, so currently G2 stand with the 2 advantage, and that is a big problem here for Liquid, as they try and go all the way around. The big flank. Scream is preoccupied with the fight from mid, and so that weakens the forces even further for Team Liquid. Down in. Team Liquid need the kill back here quickly, and G2 aren't giving them a single opportunity. This is so well played from G2. Good stuff, just Scream left. And he's going to start tapping around the backside. Meadow finally gets caught. Oh wow, Scream so clean, but not enough done here.
Alarm bot is set up, still has 1 nano swarm in hand. That utility ready for an A execute. All of that scaling, all of those angles that he can watch. And Hoodie playing very aggro again.
Hoodie, nearly gets caught. Lucky to get away with his life here. And also Lucky has Meadow to back him up. Meadow with a massacre. 3 kills picked up, and now the lockdown straight away to it. Meadow wants to close this. He is done with Icebox. The Yampy preventing that for the time being. Liquid are crumbling. And the pressure all on the shoulders of Soulcast and his 36. He goes to the plant. They will start to realize he must stick it eventually. Mixwell spots him out, shoulder peeks him to draw the info and buy time for his teammate. And Mixwell able to peek out for the headshot. G2 will close, and heaven is needed to decide this matchup's whereabouts.
against FPX. Team Liquid are going on the aggression.
Love this quick play here from Team Liquid, charging their way in. Hoodie, good for one. Navera cleans him out, but Mixwell at the ready. The shorty's good, and Evolver from up above. His vantage point is good enough, but they just line up for Navera. 2 down, knocked out of the round, and the boombot, it's hunting him down. Navera luckily doesn't take too much damage, stays up on his feet, but now he's got to figure out where Nukia is, and well, he finds out the hard way. Bullet.
Again, they're smoking off and trying to flash through it. Hoodie wants to play in close. The flashes aren't going to quite connect onto him, and he has to reload. 16 HP. TL just not stopping with this aggression. And Mixwell playing close again with a shorty.
Yeah, in this kind of bonus, obviously you want to try and win the round, G2, especially from this position, but as much damage as you can do is a big problem for this Team Liquid side. This is their investment. This is G2's bonus. Soulcast luckily able to hit the headshot, turns back, gets the read in the flank of over. Goes down quite quickly after, and now Scream gets flashed, he gets caught, luckily able to drop back to safety. But Meadow and Mixwell still in the 2v3, Flash is going around. This time is ticking for G2 if they want to win this round. They've got to get onto the spike shortly, and unfortunately for them that won't be happening. Scream and Navera close it for the first, and G2's bonus. Now it's a quick play. It's an acceleration here from Team Liquid, trying to get out towards long. Looking to put some pressure onto Vova. He'll peek out from the back platform as 44 seconds currently stand. Hoodie caught in the corner. Yampy takes him down. Nuke able to trade it out. And look at that. Showstopper just in the air right now. Caught, but still able to recover as it goes back down on towards Navera. The Rolling Thunder makes things a little difficult, but for Team Liquid, unfortunately, hasn't given them the sight. They're still in a really tough spot right now with 20 seconds left.
No smokes either, so they have to just take these duels. The crossfire.
This B-side. Flash is going through. Navera already forward, and Navera able to chop down one. Oh, this defense won't hold water against Team Liquid. The flood comes in, takes the B site of Over, and Mixwell removed from any impactful positions. Team Liquid looking good for 3. A safe call already being made here for G2.
Vova's managed to sneak by.
Yeah,
not be picked up by. Yeah, both of them have managed to sneak by these trademarks to pinch behind. They have no idea.
That gives an opportunity now. If they get a pick here very quickly, it is on. G2 C1 up. That's Soulcast down. They don't expect the second player there. And with Link confirming that kill, now puts Mixwell into a difficult spot. He goes back up for the re-peek, and this time it's Link. He can get rezzed up, or healed up rather. Meadow removes the head of Soulcast, and this is becoming very worrying for Team Liquid. You have already lost 2 players at the beginning of this round. Navera damaged up. You haven't really got too much control of the map. You can only really go into this B site, and even getting towards that site is going to be difficult as Hoodie looks to reclaim control. Sends the flash out, takes down Link. He separated the forces. They're completely severed off, and that smoke will stop them from getting into the site.
Smoking the trademark as well, it slowed the area, so if you peek this, you have to be very careful and very dedicated.
Oh, Navera tries, but Meadow, again, he has had a lot of multi-kills.
Can play up in sewers where he is and make sure that A-Long's not going to get pushed, but Team Liquid, with this lower buy, going again for a BXA.
Well, good stuff, really, from Nukia on the initial ball. 2 kills, and Hoodie able to double up yet again. It's that multi-kill potential we've seen from him just time and time again. He's just looked so good, but no 3K this time! Oh, Link, here we go! The Judge into the Phantom, as now he has the C site up for grabs. It's all onto Mixwell to stop this clutch. Link is low on HP, significantly damaged. He has got that orbital strike available. A smoke, an incendiary. He has everything to play with as Link goes into the peak. Position now known. He doesn't go down. Mixwell gives away his spot. And now Stimmy for the Brimmy as Link plays behind the site, trying to figure out and dance with Mixwell. On the other side of these boxes lies the victim. Mixwell goes back into connector, looking to draw Link into it, but Link plays it to perfection.
You're going to come in over with the paranoia, has to teleport out before the molly gets there.
Nope.
Scream still doesn't have his ultimate, now he does.
Oh, Hoodie's found Soulcast, that gives the advantage here to G2, is now followed up, and oh, just an absolute massacre. Flawless round suddenly from G2.
Full map control with all of the smokes and an abundance of them.
Well, Navera, good opening. Yampy gets the lineup of 2, Meadow and Avova, the victim to the frenzy. And now Nukia and Mixwell into the 2 versus 4. This is suddenly very difficult for G2. They just lost all of their forces in a quick flash. They now need to remove Soulcast. With a slither of an angle, he has spotted the essential information.
Has his flash.
He does. Just holding it for the time being. Doesn't want to use it yet, and now it goes out. Oh, this has put Nuke in a very tough spot. Right into the shorty he will go. Mixwell left in the 1v4 clutch. What do you make of this new knife, Ryan?
Yeah, I quite like it.
It's pretty cool. The coolest thing about
cool to have
is
an
it
axe.
turns someone into a tree. Now we'll see if Mixwell's able to do that here. No. Scream. Those dark covers come out now. Flashing towards the back of the site. Yeah, it's just so difficult to handle this one with a Marshall at the back of the site, but they've been able to get out of dodge, and Soulcast comes in with a double on the Ghost, and it is suddenly put Avova into the 1 versus 3. Now he would need a bone-shaking clutch to win this one out. Oh, quick step up towards Heaven. That reposition, will they expect it? They start to think about it. They don't know. Avova has made the right call. He might have just made the 200 IQ play. The first is there, the second's even better. And now it's just Link. 1v1. Avova, so close.
Oh, he
it hits the headshot,
Nice
but the
try.
dink is not enough. Link beats the dink. And now it's 9 for Team Liquid. Not looking so pretty.
Soulcast just playing in that ailing position. Oh, the rotate is near enough instant because...
Okay.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
My God, Scream. Oh, that is... that's disgusting. And Scream closes it with 4. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see, Ryan.
The dash. Where's he going to
He's
send
got
it?
stimmed.
The stimmy
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, he's been stimmed up. Here he goes. Judge sent in and immediately dead. Link able to pull away one with the molly, but he's again dead. And now it's just Navera. And he does not want to be dead. So he's going to back away.
That's the most disappointing thing I've seen in my life, I
Yeah,
think.
it's like, oh, the hype.
Just that setup of like, oh, the Judge Jet with a stimmy. Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
Everyone's dead. Now, not G2 though. They keep 3 players up. And they are now on 7 rounds. So and now we're able to drop back. And this is why that chamber op is so useful. You can quickly just immediately reposition to a better spot. So you can get double impact out of the operator. The problem is he's completely blind and completely in the open. So he will lose his life. Screen able to pull out 2. Link just good for 1. But that's enough. Flash goes in towards Navera. Held back.
Flash,
Caught.
stunned.
He's getting everything, isn't it?
He's still there.
It's not going to deter Navera. He's happy to stick around, and he gets 2, and he gets away. The audacity to go for that again. And that's going to be a massive piece of impact delivered for Team Liquid. And that slows G2 right down. Now they've got a real enigma to try and crack here.
Both these teams suffering from the same thing. It feels like just a lot of utility as a get away or get back, but there's no follow-up, that both teams are just calling bluffs. Flash me? All right, I'm just going to stay here because you're going to peek me 5 seconds after the flash is
Scream
done.
isn't going to be caught by that flash. In fact, it's only Nukia that's caught by it, and Scream gets a lineup of 2. That thrusts Avova into the clutch, and it's a 1v4 total. He'll get a plant, but that's all that he will find. Soulcast recovers it quickly.
Check the site just to be sure. But G2, they're rolling fun. They gets nothing. They're backed up away by two ultimates. And Navera, first kill again with this op, and he gets another, and he's out.
Rinse and repeat for Navera. Yet again, a double opening with the operator. It was a tour de force last round, but making it happen here with the op in hand. Just waiting for another victim. Just waiting for another little peek from G2. Here comes the stim. The flash in, Navera still finds a 3rd, Soulcast comes in, and just like that, it's only Avova, and he can't recover it. It is Team Liquid that will best G2 here in the playoffs, and they will head on to their matchup versus FPX. They are now 1 win away from Iceland.